Hi, and welcome back to Buzz Banter. I'm Mo, and I come to you with a slightly delayed Nerdly Nook video. The reason why it's delayed is because I actually had to shift focus from what I was originally going to do, which was one of my favorite comic book series, to something that I just needed to talk about. Now, as a day job, I work in a bookstore, so I get to come into contact with just about everything that I talk about here. Uh, as a result, I get to see a lot of things that are just kind of odd. One of those things I need to talk to you guys about right now, and that is Plato's Republic. I recently picked up a copy of Plato's Republic that we got in, looked at the back of it, and it basically described how this was a work in which, through three interlocutors and a dialogue with Socrates, you have the layout of this sort of perfect society, a perfect city that's well ordered and all of this stuff. And I need to put this out there. The Republic is not, I repeat, it is not a political theory. It is not a political commentary. It has almost nothing to do with politics. Now, the serious problem that people run into with this work is that they don't realize what is happening. Plato put this work together as a play featuring his teacher Socrates and the three characters Glaucon and two others whose names I forget. Uh, it's essentially a play in which Socrates reveals to these three men what the just is and what a just person is, but more importantly and most importantly, why a just person would be just. Why it is better to be a just person all the time rather than an unjust person who just appears to be just. Uh, so where does the city come into this? The republic, the city-state that Plato describes through Socrates, is actually just an allegory for the perfect person. Over the course of the work, you have references to various different things that don't really make a lot of sense. You have people made of copper, silver, and gold. Each one of them is good at only specific tasks, and they should be given only those tasks. So all of the copper people are just given the menial labor, and that's all they're taught how to do. Just the very basics of barely even reading and writing, if that. More important to them is exactly how to do the menial tasks they'll be doing for the rest of their lives. For the silver people, they're a little bit more intelligent, they're a little bit more fit, they need to be better educated, they become the soldiers. And the gold people are essentially the ruling class, with the grand ruler having the mind of a philosopher. Essentially, they would hold no sort of public uh, position of like great authority or anything. They essentially wouldn't be paid. They would be living on the street. Anyone could come up to them, say whatever they wanted to them, all of this stuff, and they would basically rule from there. And the reason that they would rule from there, and happily so, would be because they love the city. They love justice for its own sake. They're not in it for any sort of greater power. Uh, there's a whole bunch of things within the Republic that simply do not make sense as a political philosophy. The fact that there's no real family units, that children are basically go, okay, you're a silver kid, you go and live with these people, they will teach you how to be a soldier. If you're a copper kid, congratulations, you're on the farm, learn how to feed the cows. You have a total breakdown of the family unit and everything in here. There's a lot of things in here that do not make sense as a political commentary, in large part because they're not a political commentary. The entire work is an allegory for a single just person. This person, uh, so where the three different types of people come in is with regards to what that person is capable of doing in and of themselves. Not to say that a person who's a baker should only be a baker. Uh, each person essentially should be as this: each person should know where their role is in society, be content within it, seek further education, and seek justice simply for the sake of furthering one's own education, and because justice is a good thing to have in and of itself. This is something that I've tried to bring over to people's understanding many, many times. I'm bringing it over again now on a more public forum simply because it's something that needs to be said. Far too often you see people sort of arguing about the Republic and arguing about it from the point of view of a political commentary, when the fact of the matter is it does not function as a political commentary. The reason why political theories that are based on Plato's Republic have failed time and time again is because they were basing their entire groundwork, their bedrock, what they built the theory on, this piece, was never about politics. It was always about describing a single just individual. And that's all there is to it. So, thanks for listening to my little rant. Seriously, go out and read The Republic. It takes in the language use takes a little bit of getting used to, but if you get a good copy with fairly good footnotes and everything, you can make heads or tails of it on your own. It's a great read. It talks a lot about the nature of justice and everything, which I haven't talked about in this video, because I wasn't covering that. I just wanted people to understand this. So often you will see on the backs of this book how it describes that it's a political commentary, and you know that the person who typed that up never read the book. It was never a political commentary. So, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to follow us on our parent website of boxofficebuzz.com. I'm Mo, and you've been watching Nerdly Nook. Bye.